Ready?
Action.
Action. When you stay with us, you have To, you have Sheila, you have Ryan, you have God to taking care of you, so you will not out of the track. I would say again, you will not naughty. No, I will not to say this word. But by the way, when you go back home, right? I would love you to know how to make the easy food. So we are ready for record now. Yes. You are started already, right?
It's all happening.
You have.
Very
good.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you go back home, if you know some idea how to making a healthy food, this will be make your life much easier. Because if you just know something and you can be able to prepare something in your kitchen, maybe before you decide to eating outside food, you may think about the food that you are already made it at home, right? And as you know, the way that you are making the food by yourself, that time you can watching your ingredients, and this time when you're making your own food, this is my idea. You can have a chance to put your own love to your own food. And when you start to eating, this means you consuming your own love to yourself also. So before I start the class today, I would like to say one word for you is, if you want to be healthy, please do not forget to love yourself. This is very important, you know. Normally when we talk about how to making a food, you make it, it's difficult. Thus the smell is come to our clothes, and not because for sure, because I was born in the kitchen, I can say, because my mom, she is the exclusive Thai chef. So I was grow up in the kitchen, and my mom teach so many things to me. And only one thing I can say, ladies, somebody not prefer to go to the kitchen because you may scare the oil will splashing to you, or you may cutting yourself, or something heat, or the smell come to your clothes, and it may make you feel discomfort to come to the kitchen. Different than the raw vegan, because raw vegan is nothing hard. You just need a blender, you just need a fruit processors, blend them all together and mixing it, so that is very easy. Why we are not using hot temperatures? Because of the raw vegan food, we try to keep a nutrient into a food as much as possible. Sorry, especially enzyme. Because normally, nowadays, as you all know, we consuming a food which all cooked already. And you will get a nutrient from carbohydrates, as you know, protein, as you know, right? What else? Oil or fat, something like that, right? And basically protein and mineral is already gone out if you heat up the food. And one another thing that we may forget is enzyme, because our digestive system, our body, we need the enzyme to support and make your digestive system working well. Because normally our body is produce the enzyme by itself, by our organs, like our intestine is producing enzyme, our saliva is producing enzyme, right? But if you always eating a cooked food, which means you are not having outside the food, how to say, you are not having enzyme from outside, like vegetable and so on, right? When you was young, maybe you may eating fresh vegetable like a salad, like fruit and etc., right? But nowadays most of the food is all cooked already. So maybe if you have some idea to making your raw vegan food at home, at least once a week, that should be very good for your health also. That's why I would love to share something for you. One thing that I would love to share to you, and we start by something which is easy, and I believe that every kitchen have it, is tomato sauce or ketchup, right? So if you know how to make a ketchup by yourself, maybe you not need to buy anything from the market anymore. But the shelf life, because this can be last around 3 or 4 days, but it's still fresh for it. And you just need only cherry tomatoes, around 1 cup, right? And we need sun-dried tomatoes, right? Around 1 tablespoon, I can say, and 1 tablespoon of resin. So sweetener which come from resin, you can see it, right? And basically, sun-dried tomato is a little bit sour, so I already made the cherry tomato dry like this, because cherry tomato is become dry like this. It's quite sweet, so we can use this one for sweeteners also. Normally, when we blend all together, taste is quite dark. So for the color one, it might not good for it.
So what can we do to replace
If
this?
you don't
Because
have
we
this
get-
one, if you
Yeah.
don't have this one, let's put a little bit of maple syrup. This can be used also.
Okay.
Yeah, just little bit. Nah. You can just put a little bit blend, and then if taste is sweet enough, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. But basically, when we talk about tomato sauce or ketchup, you need something little bit sour also. So I would love to add apple cider vinegar little bit also, around 1 teaspoon, right? And just a little bit of Himalayan salt and red bell peppers.
Yeah.
Around 1/4 cup of red bell pepper. That's all to making our tomato sauce today. So how to make? Just very easy. We just blend them all together in a blender. Or else, if you worry about a seed, you can change from cherry tomato to romaine tomatoes also. But when you blend it, if it seems so thick, you can drip a little bit of water down to make it blend easier. So let me check now just only. But anyways, the tomato sauce we are always make in our kitchen. So after you break it apart, just tell me, I can bring some for you to try. My next thing that I would love to share to you, because basically after you have the tomato paste or tomato sauce in front of you over here, right? You can mix with some another thing, and this will be ready for your sauce. And you can use this sauce for pizza. You can mix with the pasta to be Napolitana sauce. It can be used also, right? So what do I need from that? Yes, when we talk about Napolitana or when we talk about pizza sauce, we need basil, right? We are going to use basil around 2 tablespoons and 1 tablespoon of parsley. Right? Yes, we need red onions and garlic. Right? 1 clove of garlic and 1 tablespoon of red onions chopped. Right? What else? Thyme. And Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning.
Italian seasoning.
Yeah, 1 tablespoon. Just blend it all together. Salt, just a little bit. But before that, we put a little bit of salt already, so please do not add so much. And we need black peppers. Right. Smoked paprika around 1 teaspoon. Smoked paprika. Yeah. And nutritional yeast around 1 tablespoon. We can add on it. And we need olive oil around 2 tablespoons. You can see the color is changed and smell is changed also. Amazing. Amazing. So today is a day of tomato, so I just teach how to make a tomato sauce, and after that I will use that tomato sauce for our extra sauce. And this can be a pizza sauce, or it can be mixed with your pasta to be raw vegan Napolitana. It can be used also. So let's talk about the pizza. So basically, when your sauce is ready, right? And then you can prepare your vegetable by marinate your vegetable that you have, like bell peppers, right? What else that you can make? Tomatoes or mushroom, etc. Right? You can mix with oregano, olive oil, a little bit of salt, right? And marinate a little bit. And let it set. If you have dehydrator, it can be better. You can save it. You can leave it in the dehydrator for half an hour until it seems like cooked. Right? So to making a pizza crust, you just try to make to be a round shape, right, and dry in the dehydrator. It can be ready for you.
Can you
So,
bake it?
huh?
Can you bake it?
Bake it? Good question. If you use a temperatures over than 48 degrees Celsius, this can be dry for you.
Less than 48?
If you heat up more than 48, which means if you say to me you just want to bake it, right? And yes, if you bake it, which means you use a temperature around 160 degrees Celsius, something like that, right? This can be dry to be crackers for you like this. But only one thing that is gone out from your cracker is enzyme. It's gone out already. That's why slow cook it can be save more nutrients for you. And that's what I'm saying. We need enzyme.
Anything over 48 degrees, you lose the enzymes.
48 degrees.
Basically, we need metal spatulas, which is easier, right? And then you can use the metal spatula, put your love, and then you have to spread it lightly. So the flaxseed is over here, so you can try. I can say for you after you break it.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
And one another thing for a pizza is you need a cheese, right? So let's use that cashew mayonnaise for put it on the top of our pizza. We have a sauce, right? So this is our chicken. This is our chicken breast. So basically, when we talk about bolognese, right? We use a chicken breast or a chicken thigh and just put the meat around here, right? So we just soak a cashew to be soft like this. And I'm going to blend in the food processor, just the small food processors like this.
You soak it in water?
In water,
For
yeah.
how long?
Around 4 hours is enough for it.
This is so tasty.
Let's talk about spaghetti because I would love to do a bolognese, right? So this is our spaghetti, gojek or zucchini, right? So I'm going to use this spiralizer.
We need to get one of these.
Our daughter bought one and then we don't know what she did. She didn't
This
use
is
it.
amazing.
Sauce bag and chicken is already in front of me. Look, this is my cashew parmesan cheese.
Cashew parmesan cheese.
No?
So, tell us how you do it.
Yes.
Eat it all
Basically,
the time.
you just need to soak a cashew again, right? So a cashew for 4 hours until it's soft enough, and then pour that cashew in the blender. Add water because to make it need to be a little bit watery, it need to be liquid in the blender. Then add nutritional yeast, salt, and garlic. Just only 1 clove of garlic. Blend them all together until it becomes super creamy, and then you have to spread on the tray with non-stick sheet and leave it in the dehydrator because you need to dry it. You need to dry it first until it's become dry for whole plate. You need to break it together until it become a flake like this, and it's ready for your cashew parmesan. And this is our bolognese.
Well done,
Right.
chef.
So good.
So we just put it on the top like this.
There's no limit to this, and it's all good. We'll have a glass of wine and we'll make it together. How's that?
Did you record that?
Hey, everything's going.
No, actually,
And you
Tara
never
did
got
say
it
a
out.
glass
Oh,
of
and
wine
it was
is
fine.
absolutely fine.
As I promised to you guys, I would love to teach how to make a brownie bowl today, right? And yes, for a brownie we need raw cacao powder, right? เรามีผงช็อกโกแลตนะครับ cacao powder. Then we need oats, right? Raw oats, 1/4 cup. And then yes, we need dates. For now, we need dates, right? And raisin. Normally, dates itself It's sweet enough, but for the taste wise, I recommend to add a little bit of resin also to balance the taste. And when it's mixed them all together, it's amazing. And salt. And yes, we need protein. We need protein, right? So almond. For the almond, we have to soak in the water around 12 hours.
12?
12 hours.
Oh.
Let's say overnight. Because normally everything that we are using in our kitchen is raw, right? And as you all know, when we are having a nut like walnuts or almond like this, we are always baking it or roast it, right? Because when it's in raw like this, some of enzyme is non-digestible. So that's why you need to cook or do something. But by the other way, because we are planning to not use high temperatures, that's why if you heat up more than that, it will be less, enzyme will be gone. That's why we have the other way to do is soak it in the water. Because when you soak it in the water, some of non-digestible enzyme is gone out when you soak it in the water. And protein amount is increased on that time also when you soak it in the water. Different than cashew. Basically cashew, we just soak it to make it soft for blending. Pecan is usable. Hazelnuts, what else that we can use?
Pine nuts,
Macadamia,
pine
pine nuts,
are
yeah,
beautiful.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Basically pine nuts or macadamia no need to soak. Yeah, you
Can
can
you
use
use
it.
Brazil
right?
nuts?
Brazil nuts can be used also. Tastes nice also. Alright, so we need oats, right? But if you are not a fan of oats, you can skip it. It's fine also. Raw cacao powder, dates, resin. I would love to add coconut oil a little bit also. Pink salt a little bit. That's all. Okay. Now it's looking ready for it. Basically, if you have a cake mold, you can place this one in the cake mold and dry it in the freezer for a couple hours, and then it can be ready for your brownie, right? But yes, if you want to make brownie bowls, let's put down in our mixing bowl like this, and then we are going to make a bowl together. And normally to make it nicer, you can look for something to covering around a bowl. So my option is dry cashew powders like this, or coconut flake. It can be very good also. It's beautiful.
Or hemp seeds.
Hemp seed, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this one is can be kept in the freezer for over 3 months.
Wow, that's amazing.
Okay, guys, before I finish the class today, that I would love to challenge to you to be healthy. It's not that difficult, but you have to find a chance to be healthy. And please do not forget to look for a chance to detox your bodies and your mind also. Once in 3 months, that should be very good for you also. Love yourself, be healthy, and detoxing. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you. Excellent. Excellent. That was really the best.
Want to say hi to your mom or something?